Okay, what's up, everybody? Ave Satanas, thank you for all the continued support. Make sure you hit like and subscribe for more content like this. I should have wore this shirt yesterday when I did my Azazel video. I didn't even think about it. But, oh well, here we are. Today, I am going to be talking about Lucifer, my man Lucifer, and my dealings and interactions with him. When I come on here, by the way, I always just come on here with just a tentative outline about what I'm going to say or what I'm going to talk about, and I just freestyle it basically. I just let whatever comes to my mind, the spirits like talk through me, and I like to have relaxing music in the background as I listen to this stuff all the time now. If you guys are listening to music that is at 440 hertz, that is actually killing one side of your brain, and the other side receives all the subliminal messages that basically all the, what am I looking for? The record companies want you to hear. So anything, especially with a repetitive beat and a repetitive chorus, try to get away from that stuff. I mean, I love it too. Like, I spent 20 years of my life being a professional musician, so I cannot say that I am any better than, it's horrible what they are intentionally doing to you. The 440 hertz resonates at the same frequency as the earth, but it's not natural. Anything that has a natural hertz frequency will always be divisible by 3. That's why, like, your root chakra is at 396 resonates at that frequency. Like 3 and 6 is 9, 9 and 9 is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, 9 is divisible by 3. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to unlock the mysteries of the universe, you have to understand the powers of 3, 6, and 9. That's going to be a whole nother video that I can go down that rabbit hole with. But start operating on those frequencies, anything that's divisible by 3. Okay, so now I'm going to get into my dealings with Lucifer. When I started reaching out to Lucifer, he was the first entity that I actually started reaching out to, burning candles, offerings, chants to him. He was not the first entity that ever made his presence known. Like, Azazel was the one that first did that. However, Azazel came and he was an overwhelming amount, like, energy in the air. It was a very dark energy, beating on my walls, blowing out my candles. You could smell different things. Okay, so Lucifer, in my experience, works a lot differently. Lucifer is not an overbearing entity like some of these other ones. All right, like Azazel, and I am now currently working with Sufferons. Very powerful dark forces. And however, Lucifer has approached me many times where as more of a loving, lighter feeling. And I made a pact with Lucifer, asking him for wisdom. I went the whole Solomon route, right? I asked him for wisdom, guidance, and basically let me know the secrets of lost and forgotten. And since I have had this experience, made this pact with him, then I have gotten so much information from him. I have had channels open up where I was through different people I've met, through different different temples that I've working with, and I have found a lot of information just from, like, YouTube. You can learn anything on YouTube. And you just need to learn how to channel the energy and ultimately manifest what you want from him. Lucifer is by far the greatest teacher that I have had the privilege of working for. Working for, yeah, you can say working for it too. Excuse me, like I get messed up with my words. I had a stroke back in November dealing with the past of the Quill-Ups. So, you gotta be real careful with the past of the Quill-Ups. But there's a lot of temples out there, like the Temple of the Ascending Flames, that if you want to work through the past of the Quill-Ups, that Lucifer is their patron. And I made Lucifer my patron. And my matron is Hecate. Those two, Lucifer and Hecate. I chose those two basically for knowledge, path working, and spirit communications. Mainly Hecate with spirit communications. When I came onto this, not the left-hand path. I've been on the left-hand path for quite some time. Since like 2010, 11-ish, somewhere around there. However, I'm talking about the Luciferian, Draconian path. I've been on since my wife passed away back in 2021. She actually came and visited me in the astral realm. And that's a story that I have told. It's on here. It's called my spiritual story. Finally told, part 1, and there's a part 2. But when I first had any kind of interactions with Lucifer, I was laying on my bed. And I woke up and this woman was laying on top of me. And I went to push her right off of me, right? Because I was like, what the hell is this? But my hands went right through her. And this is in the astral realm, by the way. And I said, lady, who the hell are you? And she said that you can call me the mother of the rose. And I was a lady, what the hell is get off me? She said my God Lucifer has sent me to you. And I did everything I could at this possible moment to wake up. And I did, because I freaked the hell out. Because I was like, man, at this point in time in my life, I'm not having Lucifer or anybody of his messengers come talk to me. I wish I could have this experience again, because I would handle it a lot differently now. But that is ultimately how this whole thing started. And then like 2 days later, Jessica came and visited me. And it's all in on that story. You can check it out. But I started lighting candles, sitting on the floor, and I would say Renish Tasa, Ubaraka Biasa, Ikor Lucifer, right? And then there is another chant that I have. It's much longer, that I have to rememorize it. I got from Behemoth X. It's Medusan, Acetate, Lucifer, Volted, Itzma, Liftoch, Lilil, Kazmil, Liftoch, Utsme, Satan, Mandisha, Etzre. It goes on. It goes on. It's a very long and takes a lot to remember. But I once remembered it, and now I've forgotten it. But Behemoth X, he has. I would love to be able to have him on my podcast. I've been trying to reach out to him. I've been trying to talk to, you know what, I'm not going to name drop, but Behemoth X is also the one somebody that's really got me on this path. I saw how he set up his practice in his room, all the candles and the sigils. I was like, man, this is so cool. And he's in his robes, all his garments, and he's burning this big bowl. And I was like, man, this is so cool. Like, this is what I want to get on. So I guess the message that I got from the mother of the rose, whoever that was all that really needed to be said, because it ended up getting me on to this path. And I ended up, the first thing I did was I got involved with the Rosicrucians. And that is more of a right-hand path. I don't know if it's considered a right-hand path, because when I say right-hand path, I'm thinking like Abrahamic religions, but they deal with the tree of life, gematria, frequencies, spirit communications, things along that line. But it takes a while to start going through all their schooling. You know what? I'm going to be real careful about what I say because I don't know what I can actually say about the Rosicrucians. But it takes a while to actually get into like the meat and potatoes of their school. But if anybody's looking for something that's not so hardcore, that's as like the Draconian and the Cliff Off and Vampiric Current, if you're just looking for something that's much more relaxed and chill, then the Rosicrucians, go through Amarok, Ancient Mystical Order of the Rosicrucians. I would definitely say check them out, but I'm getting off topic. So, Lucifer, when I ask him for something, I would like, Lucifer, how should I handle this? It is very fast that something will manifest in my life through like somebody else that I know or interact, or I could just cross somebody in a grocery store and whatever that, like, we will have a conversation really briefly. How you doing today, ma'am? You know, and she might have her little kids or something, whatever she's dealing with, and then it will be a spark of information, like a spiritual download will then happen right from there. It's so strange. It's so asinine. It's so it's very chaotic how all these pieces will all of a sudden fit together. But that's Lucifer. That's Lucifer's energy coming through. And I know that's him. And but Lucifer is a great teacher. And I go to him for all of my spiritual and basically he's the first one I go to for anything. Face east and say his chant, light a candle, and I have my belt. I don't have a really special belt, but I have this. Right, I'll start facing north and go counterclockwise 9 times. 1, 2, south, east, right, 4 corners, and then I will, after cleansing the air, I'll start facing east again, and then I will call upon the energies that I want to call upon. Which, you know, a lot of people, it'll be Lucifer, Satan, Leviathan, and Belial. I don't really have a very, I have worked with Belial, but I usually switch him out with Asmodeus. And, but here's another thing. If you guys don't know a direction of a spirit to work with, just face north. Face north. Face towards Polaris. That's a universal direction, everybody. But, yeah, I know that this wasn't very in-depth of a video, but I can absolutely say I have, let me see, this is, I'm working on this for my blue moon ritual. This will be completely covered and completely painted by the time the blue moon comes, but you can see Lucifer sigil. We have the pentagram, the 11-pointed star of the Cliff Off. This is just, it will actually have a hexagram of a purple triangle facing down. And then Asmodeus, Azazel up top too. I don't know if I said that. But his sigil, right? We can talk about what this sigil is actually represents. This is how, if you're facing this way, and if our Earth is here, this is actually how the sun reflects its rays from the sun to the Earth. It's also how, if you're facing this way, how your eyes, right brain, left brain, and how your eyes actually perceive your reality. It's how everything reflects back from itself. Everybody knows that this is a chalice up here. And what I come to believe, that this right here is very representative of, you got your shoulders, your pelvis, your feet, your arms. Like, imagine if, like, you're standing there kind of like this, right? That's how I see this. And the X is right over your heart chakra, which I've been through other videos and told you that the secret of Baphomet, one of the hidden secrets, is as above, so below. There's no such thing as above, so below. So below. All there is the universal all. It's everything. We are all connected spiritually and on the same vibration. So it's actually telling above, below, right? It's actually right here at the heart chakra. You have your crown chakra, your pineal gland chakra, your throat chakra, heart chakra, just fourth chakra. And then you have root chakra, solar plex, 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, my brain. But your heart chakra is your fourth chakra. It's live from the heart. So within, so without, so above, so below. Everything is here connected to the heart frequency. So make sure all your frequencies, all your chakras are in line. There's a lot of steps to doing this, but meditate with his sigil. If you want to get in touch with Lucifer, sit with his sigil. Stare at it. Repeat his incantations and just listen. Now, burn some incense, do all that, but this goes for any entity. Sit with their sigil. I have a lot of I get questions. Jason, how can I get a hold of this entity quick? The answer is you can't. There's no shortcuts in any of this. You need to spend your time meditating and learning their incantations. Learn everything that you possibly can about that entity, the entity that you know about, and then slowly start building up a relationship with that entity. That's how you do it, guys. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you. Peace. Till next day. Ave Satanas. Hail Satan. Hail yourself. Until I talk to you guys, have a good day.